Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the.
No, we're not restarting it again. We are going.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the next episode will be better.
It will. We promise. That's the tagline. The tagline is "We promise."
We promise. I'm Deej, and you are.
Oh, we're first name basis.
I mean, I don't.
And I'm Jake, and we're Jake and Deej.
We're two best friends.
Two brothers.
Two brothers.
No, we're just ripping off. That's plagiarism.
Yeah, this is plagiarism. That's just academic dishonesty right there.
It's in the code book. It's in the rule.
Yeah, it's in the rule book of podcasts. No academic dishonesty.
That's true. That's what they say.
So yeah, we're two friends who got a dumb idea to start a podcast, and we're just gonna shoot the shit for.
Let's talk about how we met.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's a good idea.
Do you remember how we met?
I do remember how we met.
You go ahead.
All right, so it was orientation day at our college, and this gentleman, this slimy gentleman, approached me and was like,
"I'm the slimy one." I don't know, man.
He approached me and he was like, "Hey, man, you're ugly."
Yeah. Okay. So I'll take it from there. So I walk up to this bloke and I say, Hey, bruv, you ugly mite. And then he looked at me and he's like, hey, I've got all these Italian friends. And I was like, oof. And I met all of them. And they were all nice.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, remember it was like Kyle, and then there was like...
He's Italian? He's not Italian.
He's Italian.
Is he Italian?
Have you seen that guy?
He's not Italian. He doesn't look Italian.
Have you seen that fucking guy?
He doesn't look Italian.
Have you seen that fucking guy?
Hey, yo, you see that fucking guy over there?
Oh,
hey, get a load of this fucking guy.
Yeah, he was over there, and I was like, wow.
Holy shit.
Here,
I'm walking over
I'm walking over there.
Yeah, no, we were both, because I was talking to him, because he was a music production major, and he lived in my old town.
Yeah.
And we were just shooting the shit.
Shooting it.
And then you came over, and you were like, hey, what's up?
I was like, hey, I'm lonely.
And then we
I was like, hey, I don't know anybody. I'm lonely.
No, and then we started talking about music, and then we realized we had the same type of music.
I think you're being a little generous to our past selves, because
what do you
cut to us not talking for the best
part
of
we didn't talk about it. We didn't talk for like 2 years. Well, like when I saw you around, I would say like, hey, what's up?
Say hi.
Yeah, but like, yeah, that's true. Like,
and I don't think we had any intention of talking to each other again.
I don't think so. I really don't.
I never sought you out.
No, I never did either.
Cut to the fateful day where I decide I'm going to go study abroad.
Yeah.
And we go to the study abroad meeting, and then I think I'm the only person going to Cambridge, England.
Yeah.
And then they're like, who's going to Cambridge, England? I raise my hand, and I turn around, and it's fucking you. It's this guy looming over me.
Here, yeah.
He's like
on his high horse.
Like a hawk.
Like a hawk.
Like a vulture sitting.
Like a vulture.
Me.
Okay.
He's circling over me like the preying predator he is. Do predators? They prey on prey.
Last time I checked.
They prey on prey. So and then we started talking again, and we realized, hey, he's a pal.
Yeah, and it's not but it's not like, the thing is, like, it's not like we didn't talk. You know what I mean? Like, we just never, like, hung out. You know what I mean? Like, if we saw each other on campus, like, we'd stop and talk to each other.
But we weren't friends.
No, we weren't, like, friends. We were more like just, like, cordial acquaintances.
Yeah,
you know?
but then we lived together.
Then we lived together.
A wall separated us.
That is true. A wall did separate us.
Yeah. And then I feel like I got close to you then.
Oh, dude,
when I was crying on your floor every night. Oh
no. No. One of my favorite memories of that was it was like the first week we were there, and I have a video of it of you calling the Wi-Fi place in my room.
You have a video of this?
Yeah, I have a video of it. Like it's like of you, because this was back when I was doing my 1 second a day video.
Oh
thing.
shit! Yeah.
And I took a video of you calling the Wi-Fi place because the Wi-Fi kept dying in our house. And you're just sitting there with like the most like annoyed look on your face, just like, yeah, I'll hold. So, yeah. No, it's 30. It's 33 Collier Road. Yep. Yeah, I'll hold. This is going on for that for like 25 minutes.
They're also playing, so they were playing music, but the music on it was like awful. Like it was like Daft Punk brought to you by Staples. You know what I mean? Like it was really bad.
Also, it was like that holding music.
It was like straight up music. You know what I mean? It was real bad.
Large yikes. So yeah, no, that was a funny moment. That was a funny memory because like, I don't know. It's just like at that point, like we didn't really like know each other. Well, like we knew each other obviously because like we like started to become friendlier as like time went on with like the whole England thing when we were gonna study abroad, and then like I don't know. It's just like I feel like our friendship like really solidified. Like I knew I was gonna be like friends with this kid when you were just sitting in my room, figuring out the Wi-Fi situation.
You know
just,
what
like,
it was?
fucking getting so angry at me.
You know what it was for me? That like when I knew that you guys were gonna be like close to me, like you and of course the other Anthony. But like at the time, it was like I think it was like the third night. We're like, let's have a wine night. And we decided to have this wine night. And at first it was just like, hey, let's all hang out in the room and just drink wine. But then we just started getting really close. And we started telling stories. And we started like opening up about who we were as individuals.
Yeah, no, it got really deep.
I started crying.
First wine night, yeah.
Oh, dude, it was like...
We all started crying, really.
It was really amazing. It was pretty amazing.
It was a great night. And
then we went to Revs.
And then,
was it the same night that we went to Revs?
I didn't go to Revs until around Halloween. I always used to go to Bellare with like Lloyd and Anthony.
Dude, Weatherspoons with the first night.
And Spoons! Oh my god, Spoons the first night where Dina lost her phone and shit.
Alright, so for people that don't know, Spoons was like the TGI Fridays of bars. They have a Spoons in every fucking city.
You really do. It's
every
like,
town
it's bad.
in England. And it's like where you're supposed to get like the cheapest drinks.
But
in Cambridge, so Cambridge is such a student-based city that Spoons is pretty much like...
It's like the hangout.
It's the hangout for like pre-drinks and for older people.
Oh yeah, that's true, I guess.
So we went dancing out that night.
Yeah.
And remember Lloyd, he's like this like Essex bloke. You know what I mean? He's like tough. He's got like the top knot with his dreads. Excuse me, I'm drinking this Red Bull and I'm getting gassy.
Getting
He's getting gassy.
Getting gassy, a little gassy.
But we started dancing and I just remember it was like it was all of us dancing in the room and it's these fucking old motherfuckers. And
I remember Lloyd started like hitting on like women,
dude,
like older women.
And
he got one, dude.
My favorite thing that he did that night. So like Lloyd was the funniest guy ever because he's like this tough guy that was the most like sweet.
Oh, he was an angel. He was a saint. He was a total saint.
He was a total saint. And he did this thing where he like lassoed in, like he legitimately lassoed in like older women, like the 6-year-old woman into dancing with him, and like he's just having a ball. He's having a whole dick in a ball, you know?
A whole dick in a ball.
A whole dick in a ball. But anyways, Cambridge, I think, was an experience for both of us.
Cambridge, for
better or for worse.
For better, for definitely a lot of things happened over there. A lot of things happened over there. But what's really interesting is like, when I look back on my time there, I feel like I went to England somebody, but I came back a completely different person. You know what I mean?
Me snapping to that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like
me snapping to that.
It sounds like stupid and like it sounds like stupid and pretentious, but like I'm serious. Like,
but it is stupid and pretentious.
It is stupid and pretentious, but like the thing is, like
we also studied in Cambridge.
We studied in Cambridge,
so that's like the most
like hoity-toity, like pretentious.
God, that's like the most. Yeah. What's the word they use? Posh.
Posh.
It's the most posh place in the world.
Yeah, it's a pretty posh place.
It's fucking.
But
posh spice.
No, but it was interesting because like it was like the first time I was living on my own. Like ever. Like I'd never lived on my own before that. And and it was my first time like just being not alone, but like relatively alone in like a big city where I could just do whatever I wanted whenever I felt like it. I felt like I was getting the real like not college experience, but like adult experience, you know what I mean? Like I felt like I was actually just like
you were on your own.
I was on my own.
And you were in a city. I mean, the cool thing for me is it felt like for me the real college experience cuz like Ramapo, there's fucking nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I mean, it's just you go to class, you go back inside, and maybe, you just, I don't know, you chill out by yourselves.
Pretty much.
Jerk off to anime or something.
Big hentai movies.
Just big squishy, jiggly.
Big squishy.
Oh, jiggly hentai.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
And that's about it, and then you go to, like, the res, and you just walk around. And in England, it's like, those motherfuckers party.
They know.
When I say they party, bro... They only party Monday through Friday, which is the weirdest part. Like weekends, everyone relaxes.
No, weekends was chill. I remember not even going out on like weekends. And
no,
shit.
Weekends everyone was just hanging around.
We always went to even during weeknights, we always just went across to Lloyd's place.
True.
Like if we weren't at like Bellare's or like Revs or Spoons or whatever, or just doing whatever, like going out to dinner and just hanging out. We were always at Lloyd's place. Anthony would bring out his guitar, work on the album. He would play for us. We would just make jokes, play cards and shit.
Drink wine.
Drink wine.
Drink some soidies.
Drink some soids.
Some cider.
It was great. It was great. Like, I felt like I was in an apartment by myself, but I was like friends with my neighbors.
It was really a sublime experience.
It really was.
But I would say for me, like just because I had a slightly different one with the people I chose to hang out with, some of whom we don't need to mention. But because it was a little more, I think a little more active, and that was what I wanted out of it because I felt like I was so tired of being like socially dead from Europo.
Mm-hmm.
The people, because I was hanging out with a lot of British, like actually, because we were in an area that was a lot of internationals.
Well, yeah, we were in the school we studied at was like a really hot spot for like foreign.
Was international.
It really was. It was like it was like a study abroad school. So, and we made friends with people. Like most of our entire friend group was people from all over the world.
Right.
We had a Dutch kid.
We
had a Greek kid or a Greek girl. We had
Turkish.
Yeah. Taiwanese.
Not Brazil. Portuguese.
Yeah.
No,
Brazilian.
Brazilian.
Yeah, it's Brazilian.
Well, then there were a ton of Portuguese people there too.
There were a ton of Portuguese people. Yeah. We only met like 2 people from America.
Dude, I mean,
one of the girls that lived with us was American.
We had
2 of the girls.
Thailand.
Taiwanese. No. Was he Thailand? Was he from Thailand or Taiwan?
Oh no. Well, his name was Tayut.
Tayut. If you're listening, Tayut, we miss you, buddy.
I do.
Hope your wife and kids are okay.
Can I tell you? He was really like 40, right?
Dude, all right. Can I tell you that story? You were there. I don't think you were there for that.
No, I wasn't there for that.
It was crazy. So we stayed with a bunch of people from across the world in our apartment.
We had a shared house.
It was like 7 or 8 other people.
Yeah.
We had a girl from Zimbabwe.
Yep.
We had a girl from.
Her name was Israel.
Her name was Israel.
Yeah.
A girl from Zimbabwe. We had a girl from Indiana. We had a girl from New York. We had a girl from. No, that was it. We had a girl from New York.
Girl from New York.
Yeah, the girl from New York that lived in the outside part of the house.
Are you talking
Did you ever meet her?
Who the fuck are you?
Did you ever meet her?
Actually, I met her once. She was smoking like a cigarette.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, no. She always kept to herself. Though.
I never spoke to her.
She always kept to herself.
But she moved in like late too.
She moved in like 2 weeks after the moving date. Yeah, she was in pretty late.
Sus.
No, she was cool from what I remember.
Yeah.
Talking to her.
Yeah.
But whatever. So yeah, we had a girl from Zimbabwe, a girl from Indiana, a girl from New York. We had us 3, you, me, and Anthony.
Right.
And then we had Amjad from Jordan, who was a sweetheart.
True.
I miss him every day.
Yeah.
And then we had Tayut, who was from either Thailand or Taiwan. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Right.
But one day,
Thailand.
I think it was Thailand. I don't know. I don't remember. But one day, Anthony and I were sitting in the kitchen, and we were trying to decide what we were going to do for dinner that night. And we were like, I want to go out, but I don't want to spend money, and I want to cook, but I don't want to cook.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So then Tayut comes in, and like I guess he like overheard our conversation as he was at the fridge, and he was like, in his heavy Chinese accent, he was like, "Hey guys, I'm just." He had a very thick accent.
Yeah, he had a thick accent.
He had a very thick accent. But he spoke pretty good English. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah. I mean, we were talking to him a lot.
Yeah. So he's a super super sweet guy. I miss him. But so he was like, "Yeah, do you guys want to try this ramen?" And we're like, "Okay." He's like, "It's the spiciest ramen ever." And I'm like, "Oh fuck." I'm like, "Okay, sure." So we're sitting there. And he starts like making us ramen, and like he starts asking like us about our lives and stuff like that, like who we are, like what we're doing. And we're like, yeah, we're both from Jersey, you know, we're 20 minutes outside of New York, whatever. So we're hanging out, we're just talking about our lives. And he makes us ramen, and he's like, go ahead, try it. And we're like, okay. So we eat it. It's hot as balls. I'm like on the floor. Anthony's like crying. It's great. So we eventually settled down, and then we just started like talking to Tayut, like having like deep conversations. And we're like, Tayut, like we've told you a lot about us, but tell us about yourself. And he's like, okay, well, I'm married, have 2 kids, I'm 45 years old. I mean, you're studying.
Was he funny? You think he was just fucking with you?
No. You know, honestly, I hope he was, because that man was not 45. Like, I know there's like the stereotype of like how Asians like don't age. Like they don't age. But like this guy,
clean 20,
he could
25.
pass as like a clean 25. Like this dude was like, yeah, I'm married, have 2 dogs, have 2 kids.
What the fuck?
I have an apartment. I'm here on a grant from the Taiwanese government to study English, and we're like, the fuck is happening? Like, are you serious?
All I remember, not all I remember, but like the best memory from Tayut for me, it was really sad. It was like a real bittersweet moment.
Tayut.
It's because I was leaving, and I was the last person to leave. Like I stayed an extra week. I did some vacationing, and I came back to Cambridge, spent one night, all by myself, pretty much there. Except Tayut was there too, because he didn't go back to Thailand over the break. And so I'm there, and me and my mom have like fucking a shit ton of bags, right? Like 5 bags each. Like, you know, they're packing me up. We're leaving. We're about to take the thing. And Tayut opens the door for me and like holds it open for me and like helps me with the bag. And he's like, okay, see you later. he said, "See you later." And a part of me broke a little bit because I was like, he doesn't know that I'm not coming back.
Oh,
it was really tragic.
Did they assume that we were coming back?
Well, I think a bunch of them were hoping that we didn't. You know what I mean?
Dude, don't even. Oh, especially like my birthday. That was a rough
I was watching
night.
That video the other day
of my birthday.
Yeah, of you singing and like of us just chilling in that room and like.
Oh, my room was the hangout.
Lit, dude.
Yeah, my room was the.
Because you had those strip lights.
Because I had the lights and I had the biggest room too.
Yeah.
Like Anthony's room was pretty big, but he had shit everywhere.
Yeah,
I kept mine like relatively.
Yeah, it was
upkept.
Good. Yeah, no, I was watching that video and you're like, we were listening to like that FKJ song and I just remember like how, like, did you guys both pee off of the front, like?
I didn't. Lloyd and Anthony did.
Lloyd
peed off my balcony.
You didn't pee off of it?
I did not pee off my balcony.
Sure?
I am 100% sure.
Know.
Jake, I don't remember my birthday. I don't remember that night at all. I if you ask me to tell you one thing, I don't. But I know for a fact that I have never whipped my dick out in public.
I'm pretty sure you both.
I did not. I have never whipped my dick out in public. It's not happened, and it never will.
Well, we'll check the tapes. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's check the tapes.
I didn't record that, unfortunately.
No, I did not pee off my balcony. But I remember that one of those nights, it was me, Lloyd, and Anthony were sitting on our balcony, and then that kid Jason.
Oh,
but
yeah,
howdy neighbor.
Like, howdy neighbor.
Howdy neighbor came and he was like, "Get the fuck over."
Well, the story about that. So that's our like RA pretty much. Like he was like the housing advisor, and we would just see him, and he thought we liked him. But we kind of didn't because he just talked too much. I mean, it was just like...
we liked him, but he just talked a lot.
He overshared and he overstayed his welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember one time me and Anthony were going to just get like coffee. And it ended up being a 25-minute conversation with this guy about like what he's going to do after college. And it's like, I don't care. Like, that's just like... And like, this is after he already gave us that citation. But like, all we would do...
I don't think he gave us a citation. I think he was just warning us.
Howdy, neighbor. Every time we saw him, and he would just go, It's
just so disinterested.
He would just wave. He was not really about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, England was a really transformative time.
It really was. Yeah. Learned a lot about myself. Learned a lot about the world.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
I cried a lot. Dude, never get your heart broken.
No, don't do it.
And maybe not 3 times.
Wait, how can we talk about England without sharing our weekend that we had in London together?
What? I totally... It's something I could never forget, but I forgot.
I just made it sound like we were on like some like romantic.
No, it was.
It really was. It was really romantic.
Okay, so we decide, let's go to London for a weekend.
Yeah.
Let's go to London for a weekend.
Yeah.
Is what I was saying.
Yeah.
What's that rule, by the way?
Don't worry about it.
It seems like there's a rule that we're breaking.
Don't worry about it.
Like the rule is like don't.
The rule is you gotta once you start telling a story you gotta finish it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But when I get distracted, you know how I get, man.
It's all good.
I got a learning disorder. Yeah. So there we were. We were in Cambridge, and we were like, let's go on a getaway. Let's go on a getaway. Let's go on a little getaway, okay? And then we decide, all right, let's go. Let's spend the night in the Big Apple, the Big London Apple. Let's in the big. What's like a British fruit? Like a probably like
persimmon. Let's go spend the night in the big persimmon.
In the big black currant. We go spend
the night in the big black currant.
And so we go. And we booked this Airbnb. It was really cheap. It was lovely. We opened the door to this Airbnb. It was a shared Airbnb, so it was like 8 other people in other rooms.
Who we never met.
We
never saw them.
That's ideal.
Yeah, it was great.
You never want to meet a stranger.
No, totally not.
And what do we see in our room?
It was a double-decker bus as a bunk bed.
It was a bunk bed of a double-decker bus. And, I'm not afraid to admit it. I claimed bottom. I was like, you know what? I'll be the bottom boy.
I like the top part though. Like it was nice.
Yeah.
But it kind of like sucked in like the middle of the night when I had to like get up and pee.
Yeah.
Because I was like, don't wake up Jake, but also don't kill myself as I try to climb down the ladder.
Right.
But it was fine.
Yeah. What did we do in London?
Well, we did a lot of things in London.
What were the highlights?
Well, first off, we saw the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace.
We did.
Which was really cool.
Well,
and then we saw a bunch of people.
Well, we saw the beginning of it.
Oh, we saw the beginning of it, but
'Cause
then we were like, "This is boring."
This
And then
is
we
played
went,
out, honestly.
yeah, and then we went to Abbey Road, and I cried.
Oh, true,
like,
yeah.
Like I cried so much that day. It was crazy because fucking Abbey Road. Like Beatles are one of my favorite bands ever.
I was standing there on the like a little bit away from the crosswalk, and I was just like proud papa moment. Like,
yeah, you took a photo.
I was taking photos of you. When you were walking back and forth, I was like, oh, it didn't come out well. Let's do it again. So you're just walking back and forth like an American dingus, like just like, oh, did I get it? Oh, did I get it?
Did I get it?
Just walking.
Meanwhile, there's like 40. There's like a Mexican family over there, just like, yeah, can we like do this?
They're
now?
like, and there's legitimate drivers that are like, we actually need to pass this. They should figure that out.
They really should.
They should put just like
a no drive zone.
Like a light there.
Like a light.
Like a light a little bit away.
Yeah, you know what? That'd be alright.
But anyways.
Yeah, so we did Abbey Road. We saw Buckingham Palace. We saw Big Ben, stuff like that. And then we like, so like the first day was really like all sightseeing. So was the second day to an extent. But like the first day we did a lot of sightseeing. Like we saw Big Ben, whatever. Then the second day was probably my favorite day because that's when we did in the beginning we did like Abbey Road and then we did the National Mall where we just made all those stupid jokes. Oh
no, it wasn't. It's the National Gallery.
National Gallery.
Yeah, the Portrait Gallery.
Yeah, and we just started making all these stupid jokes like.
Oh.
You know what I don't disagree with, Jake?
Oh yeah, so a painting would be called like "Woman in a Blouse." And we were so tired too.
We were exhausted.
The night before we were drunk.
We were drunk in Piccadilly Circus, which in itself was probably not a good idea.
Wait one Piccadilly minute.
yeah, that's right. Wait one Piccadilly minute.
The idea of that one. We have to explain all these inside jokes, man.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah,
we'll leave the audience wondering.
Oh, what is a Piccadilly minute? I'll tell you right now. Piccadilly is just like a made up word. That people, it's like, wait one Piccadilly minute, and that's about the whole. I don't know. We were really
drunk. It's still funny.
Hey,
like, I don't care.
That's also listen. We were saying how much of a big fan we were about things. We were just big fans.
Yeah, we were big fans. We were big fans of the Fig Band.
Of the Fig Band.
Yeah.
You've heard about the Fig Band?
I've heard about the Fig Band.
I'm a big fan of the Fig Band.
I'm a big fan of the Fig Band. I'm a Fig Band of the Big Fan. Yeah, that's right.
It's just a big fan. There's a big fan out there. It's oscillating.
It's oscillating.
It's really big.
And in that fan is somebody writing a document about the Fig Band.
About the Fig Band.
Yeah.
And they're writing it on a banner.
They're writing it. Oh.
It's a Fig Band banner.
Yeah. It's a Fig Band banner.
Yeah.
The Fig Band banner band.
The Fig Band. The band.
Yeah, the band.
Yeah, they band together.
They got a band.
They band together.
Yeah, the Fig Band banner band.
They band together to ban the figs.
To ban the figs.
To ban the figs.
Heartless individuals.
Honestly, those fucking assholes. Those lifeless scum.
Those pieces of shit. Booty bitches.
Booty. You went really guttural.
Yeah, it was a little throaty.
You know? A little guttural. Let me ask you something. Let me cut this story time a little short. Let me ask you something.
Let me ask you something.
You ever had like a really stubborn banana? Like, have you ever had think about it.
Like a banana that like wouldn't peel?
It won't peel. It just wouldn't. No, it really. And like, okay, and that got me wondering. Are there stronger bananas?
Are there genetically engineered bananas?
Can you engineer a banana that won't peel? Like if you like use natural selection, or if you use like I don't know,
like breeding, like gene splicing.
Not even gene splicing. Like if you like control germination or whatever they call it.
Something like that. I don't know.
And you like. You pick only the strongest bananas.
The natural selection of bananas.
Yeah, I want to know how far we can push it. Like, can we make a banana that won't open?
Yeah, just make it rocks, dude. Like, it's just
I want bananas to be the next like ammunition source. Like, oh fuck, dude! Like, back up. That
like, you know those Nokia phones?
Yeah.
Like, from like the old days, like where they're like indestructible.
And those were made in a lab by like they picked only the strongest phone, only the one that were. More,
yeah, they bred phones to be the strongest.
Well, yeah, they bred phones to be like bricks.
Yeah.
Just so that they could be like, yeah. But you never had like a really strong banana.
I'm sure I have. I think when they're like more green, they're stronger. You know. Because they become like riper when they get like yellower.
Yeah.
You know? So when they're like green,
I had like a really yellow banana though. Too strong for me. And you know, let me tell you something too.
What?
You don't know embarrassment until you're in public and you're trying to open a banana. And then you get really fed up with yourself and you just toss it. You're like, fuck. Like it's an embarrassing defeat.
It sounds like one. It really does.
You don't want to buy a banana and then not eat it.
Well, yeah, I mean...
And who's trying to hold a banana? Like, and you can't play it off like, oh, I'm just saving this for later. Like, you're just holding a banana.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? Let me pose another question. Now that we're on the topic of bananas, this is a banana related question.
Yeah, hashtag bananas.
Hashtag
all our followers.
Hashtag Bananagate.
Hashtag bananas.
So
let me hear your question.
Let me pose this question.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Have you?
Yeah, why don't you say it to me? Tell me this.
Have you yourself?
Not me.
Or yes, you.
All right.
Have you yourself? Or have you seen another person?
Okay, so me or another.
You or another.
Yeah.
Seen another person eat more than one banana in a day?
In a day?
In a day.
Well,
Have you ever seen somebody eat more than one banana in one sitting?
You know, off the top of my head, I can't say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Nobody has ever eaten more than one banana.
Wait, no.
But I know one person who has.
Let's hear it.
My friend Brian.
Okay.
Used to wrestle in high school.
Your friend Brian's a fucking maniac. I'll tell you that right now.
He's a fucking maniac.
Your friend Brian is off the handle.
So he used to wrestle in high school, and he had to lose a lot of weight. So instead of like working out like a normal person,
sure,
what he did was ate 2 bananas as every single meal of the day, and he would shit so much. And he shit so much.
I'm sure the consistency was
that
really
he
mushy.
said he felt lighter. Like he like weighed himself. He lost 15 pounds.
Did he make the
He made the cut
from bananas.
From bananas and shitting. From bananas, water, and shitting, dude.
Bro, let me be the first person to say
what?
That's just bananas. That's just wild.
That shit's bananas.
That shit was bananas.
That shit's bananas,
You know that
dude.
shit was mushy too.
Oh, it was probably mushy.
It was probably
gross.
glopping. It was probably like oop oop.
It was like shoveling mud. You know.
It probably sounded like ooh. That story was brought to you by Chiquita Banana.
The official banana of the New York Yankees.
The official banana of the Philippine War. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a real. I think it's a real story. Allegedly,
it's a real.
No, I'm pretty sure that Chiquita Banana went in and with the help of the U.S. government overthrew a regime over in the Philippines.
The banana company.
Yeah, because,
we're talking about.
Well, because they wanted a better price on their banana farms. I'm pretty sure it's a real story.
You hear about the?
I read it on the internet, so you know it's real.
Oh, you know it's real.
You know it's real.
Have you heard about the emu war?
This isn't a thing.
I'm serious.
That's not a thing.
I'm serious.
That's not a thing.
I'm serious. I'll show you the Wikipedia article right now.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because you made a rule.
Well, then how am I supposed to prove it?
Well, you don't. With your words. With your words.
All right. Well, here's the thing.
Order on the court.
In the early the People's Court theme plays.
Judge. Who's your favorite judge? Before we get into this. Judy?
I don't know. Reinhold. Judge Reinhold is my favorite judge.
Reinhold. I'm a Joe Mathis guy. He doesn't give me.
I don't know who that is.
He's the guy. He's
the guy being a dude. He judges people.
He's big. He's black. He's got.
You know who my favorite judge is, Jake?
Hair.
My favorite judge is God.
My favorite. You know who my favorite judge is? Hey, you know who my favorite judge is? It's Aaron Judge. Okay.
Aaron Judge. Oh.
He hits bombs. He's a Bronx bomber. He's true and blue. He's real true and blue. He's from the Bronx. You know how they get really in there.
Yeah, they do.
He's
from the Bronx. Really about
it. He hits big dingers.
Big dingers. You know, he hits bombs over the fence.
Bombs. Listen, you think you're living in Baghdad? Hey, listen, I live over here up by that one bridge. I don't live in the city. I don't know.
What?
I'll learn about it when I live in the city.
I guess you will. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Emu War.
So
not
in the early
emo
30s.
war.
No, not the emo war, which was my freshman sophomore year of high school.
MCR.
No, well, I loved MCR, but I wasn't emo then. I had a scene phase in high school.
Really?
So that was interesting.
Did you have the highlights in your hair?
I did not have the highlights in my hair. I used to straighten it though, and it was gross.
Tight.
And I think my mother disowned me as a child.
Let me ask you something.
What?
Did you have checkered bands?
I did have checkered bands.
Yeah, that's okay.
I was gross. I was a gross human being.
Yeah.
So emo war, in the early 30s in Australia for a week, for 8 days. The emu population. I'm serious. That's it. On my heart, dude.
On your
I'm serious. So, in the 30s, right? For 8 days in the early 30s, the emu population, was getting out of control. Right? It was whack, dude. It was whack. So what they did was the Australian government declared war on the species of emus, dude. On the emu species.
Did you say what year it was?
It was like 1932, I think.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
So that's
32
like
or 33.
that's just old enough for it to be like somewhat. No, that's after World War One.
Yeah.
So Australia went World War One. They got back into like.
And they're like, yo, we gotta kill these fucking birds.
We need some more. Listen, war solves everything.
Yeah, exactly. So what they did was, they like mounted machine guns on like Jeeps in the outback.
Holy shit.
And just fucking rode in the outback, just popping emus,
what's wrong
dude.
with Australians?
Dude, it was like some Mad Max shit before like Mad Max was even like a thing.
They're
dude.
like, boy.
They're like, I might.
Good day,
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate.
Gotta kill some birds today.
Kill some emus.
Emu.
Well, now we're getting like.
Oh, yeah, we're getting like British now.
Fuck it.
We're getting awful.
They're like an offshoot of British.
They're kind of like.
They're like British adjacent.
British adjacent.
You know what I mean?
They're like good value British.
They're like. They're like discount. They're like Family Dollar British. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're like Dollar Tree British.
They're like Dollar Tree bargain bin British.
How do you get a bargain bin at the Dollar Tree? Everything's $1.
Some shit's really fucking cheap, man.
Yeah.
You ever buy something for 10 cents?
No.
You ever bought a nickel?
Ever buy a nickel for 10 cents?
You ever buy a nickel for 10 cents? My mom keeps saying, "Oh, that's a bad deal." Well, what do you
what
know,
the
Mom?
fuck does she know? Yeah.
Nickel's bigger than a fucking dime.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going for size. Size matters.
Size matters.
All size matters.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. That part of the podcast is brought to you by Infowars.com.
They're turning the fucking frogs gay.
Did you see his Alex Jones clips?
Didn't hold on. Alex Jones was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
That's what I was talking about. Did you see the?
I did not see the clip.
So there's this one clip, and it's the guy so Eddie Bravo. I don't even know him, but
I don't.
He shows up at one point because they record for 4 hours and 40 minutes.
Do they really?
That was a podcast that was the Alex Jones Joe Rogan podcast. They were recording for 4 hours and 40 minutes.
Wow.
And so Eddie Bravo goes on and at one point he's fucking with Alex Jones saying, "Oh, there's no one here petitioning for late term abortions," which is clearly a thing. It's all over the news. And Alex Jones loses his fucking shit. He's throwing his arms up. He's going, "It's in the news! It's in the news! They're doing it!" And he's really, and Joe Rogan's like, "Bro, dude, he's just kidding. He's just kidding." And I was like, I'm really, he's literally so upset.
He's like helicopter.
He's really, yeah, he's like, I bet you could clip that together and put it to some hardcore music, some Death Grips. And he would be like, yeah, it would look like he was fucking in a
moshing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of my, I was going to say something about Alex Jones.
You got it? While you're thinking about that, because you're thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Because you don't want dead space.
No,
Yeah.
it's just, it was all right, what were we talking about before the Joe Rogan?
Alex Jones.
Yeah, I know, but before that.
I don't know, man. We can't do this.
No.
This is all, we're falling off the road. Let me put us back on track.
All right, please.
Speaking of Death Grips.
Yeah.
Have you seen those videos? Okay, you maybe haven't seen this video, and I'll send it to you later.
Please do.
It's a video compilation of this one guy. He would go onto streams, and there's some...
Oh, I know what I wanted to say about Alex Jones.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, cut into my...
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll put a pin in that.
Have you read... All right.
This fucking asshole right here? All right, continue. Yeah, sorry.
All right. Have you read the court transcripts of, the custody battle for his kids?
Oh, my God, no.
Jake, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This dude is certifiably insane.
Okay, let's hear it.
So his ex-wife filed for divorce because Alex Jones is a fucking freak.
He's a maniac.
He's a maniac.
He's out of his
crazy.
goddamn
He's
mind.
crazy.
Yeah.
So they released the court documents online of what he was saying, the transcripts and shit.
Uh-huh.
And so he's so his lawyer, his lawyer's a fucking saint, dude. He's trying his best to have him keep custody of the kids or whatever.
Yeah.
But Alex is making it so hard for him. So the judge's official ruling was yeah, no, Alex Jones, I hereby declare Alex Jones unfit to be a parent. He's crazy. The children wouldn't be in a safe work environment, and and the wife gets full custody with some visitation, whatever. And then the lawyer's Your Honor, I beg you to reconsider. My client has just been putting on an act for his show. He's not really this crazy. He's just putting on this act just to he's just exaggerating himself.
Parody or
whatever. Yeah, and not even a parody. He's just putting on an act to attract an audience, and like, like his political beliefs have nothing to do with it. Like, he's just this guy that's just acting crazy to just get an audience. And then Alex Jones, I think it like says in the transcript, like stands up and yells violently at the judge. He's like, no, he's like, there are interdimensional demons trying to keep me away from my kids. My wife is an alien.
She's one of the Greys.
She's one of the Greys.
Yeah.
She proved me in my sleep.
He's really about the Greys.
He's so about the Greys,
dude.
About the Greys. He's crazy. So he's like, this is not an act. This is a clear violation of my declaration rights, and I want to see my kids. he's like, nah, dude. Like, just get this fucking guy out of here.
Listen, I give Alex Jones a lot of shit, but there's one Grey I really, like believe in.
One Grey?
Only one, yeah, Sasha Grey.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you ever seen that?
Seen what?
Sasha Grey?
Have I ever seen Sasha Grey?
Dumb thick, dude.
She is dumb thick.
She's got that.
She's pretty thick.
She's got that thick skull.
Mary Thickness, you know what I'm saying?
She's got that thick skull.
She's got a thick skull. She's a very smart girl.
She's so smart.
So smart.
This podcast is brought to you by Pornhub Premium. Make sure you're spending money to see just the most premium. Are you really picky about your porn?
This podcast was uploaded directly to xvideos.com.
Yeah, honestly, have you ever seen porn? Explain it to me.
I don't know. I think it's like something that I think it's a social construct.
Yeah, I think it's something that the Nazis want.
I think that's what they developed in World War II. Is like,
yeah, well,
dude. Speaking of the Nazis,
speaking of,
have you ever read?
Nothing gets me more excited, by the way.
Speaking about
the Nazis. Yeah, no. I mean,
did you ever see like the shit they were like developing in World War II? It's like super interesting.
Like what?
Like they're not good people. Like obviously.
Yeah.
But like the scientific shit that they were like planning was like crazy.
Can I give an example?
They're like UFOs. Like they were planning on making like UFOs, like lasers. Like they like I remember reading some. I'm not. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Right out of your ass.
I swear to God.
You just said some buzzwords. You were on the spot.
I'm serious. I'm not kidding.
Let me tell you what you did right there.
Why are you being such a dick? I'm serious.
Let me tell you what you did right there.
What?
You said you started off with something that you vaguely knew. And then you're like, oh shit, I gotta back this up with like,
no,
they were making lasers.
I'm serious, dude.
All right, no, let's hear about it.
I'm serious.
Let's hear about it.
All right, this is gonna be the most outlandish one. I was saving the best for last. But Hitler was all like, yo, my soldiers aren't cutting it. Let me make an army of guerrilla soldiers.
No.
I'm serious, dude. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding, dude. You can Google it.
Yeah, no. This is the one time where I'm gonna say you gotta break that rule, and I want to see.
All right.
Just
fine.
Google. Okay, I'll tell you what to Google though.
Tell me what to Google.
Google the words. Hitler. Guerrilla soldiers.
Guerrilla soldiers.
Saunders. Jerry Sandusky.
Saunders. Oh, I wrote Bitler, but Hitler.
Hitler is like if Hitler was alive today and he wanted to make like a cryptocurrency, he would call it Bitler.
Yeah, he was like Bitler.
He was like, oh, I call it Bitler.
I called it
Bitler.
Here it is.
All right, okay.
It's called Werewolf.
Okay.
German for werewolf was a Nazi plan which began development in 1944 to create a resistance force which would operate behind whatever. Hold on.
Yeah.
So use wolf as a synonym. Operations. Members of Operation Werewolf. Okay, this is not it.
Okay.
Oh no! All right, here it is.
Yeah.
Results of Nazi secret Nazi breeding programs.
Okay.
Thousands of people. He peacefully died in Argentina. What the fuck?
What? What's the source on that one?
Oh no, it's talking about this German scientist.
Can I tell you about something from Argentina though?
Yeah,
do so. Nazis?
Yeah, do it.
Do you want to hear about Nazis?
I do want to hear about Nazis.
about twins?
And the twins.
Okay, so there's this one town in Argentina that has so many fucking twins. Like the whole town is like notorious for twins.
Yeah.
And they have like a twin celebration day, like because the whole like. Apparently, one of the German scientists from like the Hitler regime, like fled to Argentina supposedly and died there, and did experiments on the people there, and for some reason, like now, like they're more like I think 1 in every 4 children there are born as twins. It's like
because of these experiments.
That's like what people are saying. And
that's so scary to me,
dude. I don't. But like, it affected them. I don't know how, but it affected them even to this day. Like they have there's so many that there's a point where they start celebrating, fucking, like twin celebration day, and it's like the town with fucking 1 million twins, dude. It's crazy. Imagine 1 in 4. How many twins do you know right now? How many twins?
I know 1 pair.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I know 1. I know like 2 pairs of twins.
I know like 1 pair of twins.
Now imagine you're in a classroom and fucking 3/4 or 1/4 of your class is twins, or I guess it would be like, well, yeah. Imagine 1/4 of your class is like twins.
That's like scary to me.
It's gross.
It's gross.
It's gross. Well, that means you know that there was definitely like 2 sets of twins. That was like guys and girls that were into each other.
You think there was like incest?
No. I'm not saying incest, but I'm saying like I'm saying that like if there's so many fucking twins, right? Like let's say you're in a class of 20.
Yeah.
And let's say you're in a class of 100.
Yeah.
And 25 or I guess 26 would be because there's 2, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's say 26 kids are fucking like they have a twin. Or no, let's say 13 kids have a twin. So there's 26 kids included, right?
Yeah.
Within that pool of people, that's 13 pairs. There's definitely been 1 pair at least that was attracted to another pair. Imagine you and your twin were dating like a girl and her twin.
I don't know.
Wouldn't
See,
that
that's
get
like a
weird?
slippery slope, you know?
Yeah. Well, let's say you do everything together. And you start like, hey, let's go on dates together, because that makes sense. We'll be like 2 pairs of twins on a date. Oh, we only have 1 car though. Oh, we'll just hook up in the same car. Oh, let's all fuck. Like,
what are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? I'm saying that if there's 2 pairs of twins, a guy pair and a girl pair, or whatever, same sex, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like they start dating, it's like so like let's say there's guy A and girl A, guy B and girl B.
Okay.
You get guy A and girl A together. You
Yeah.
get guy B and girl B together. But twins are so inseparable, like stereotypically. They're probably fucking each other.
So like guy A is fucking girl B.
Yeah, well I'm saying
girl...
there's that aspect. I think it would just be like a whole big orgy.
Why would you assume this?
What do you mean?
Why would you assume
All
this?
right, now imagine you were a twin.
Okay.
You would engage in an orgy with another twin set.
Not with my twin.
I think you would.
Not with my twin.
I'm telling you that when you're a twin, things are different.
How would you know? Like...
No, I'm saying, so you ever read like about twin life?
No.
They treat each other like a part of themselves a lot of times.
I hear this like I know there's like that like ESP shit.
There's the ESP shit, but there's also just the because like your whole life you are like attached to this person pretty much.
I'm gonna ask my friend who is a twin if he's like no, not if he would fuck his sister. You fucking weirdo.
Wait, is it a guy girl?
It's a guy girl combo.
That's not the same.
What do you mean it's not the same? They're still twins.
No, but it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like identical twins.
So like 2 guys.
Well, yeah, identical means that they're the same gender.
Yeah.
Well, they're born the same gender. But I'm saying, like, I think identical twins have, like, a complex in their brain where they're like, that person is a part of me. Because they share, like, what, 99% of the same DNA, or if not more.
Give or take.
Yeah. And I think that, like, because you're so like, it's different. Ring, ring. No, this is new. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Oh, I can stop whispering. Okay.
Yeah.
Ring, ring.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi. Hey. I need to order some food.
Yeah. What can I get you?
Yeah. Well, I need to order a lot of food. Can you handle how much? Like, what's the soonest? If I made a big order.
Yeah.
What's the soonest I could get it? You know.
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
The game's on in 1 hour. Can I make it 1 hour?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half? Okay, if that's all, that'll get it by first period. I'd like to order you guys do pita platters?
Yeah, we do pita platters.
Yeah, what's in your pita platters?
I got pita.
Yeah?
We got platters.
You got platters?
Yeah, we got platters and a pita.
You got platters in the pita?
Yeah, we do pita platters.
Pita, you got who's making the pita platters?
Pete.
Pete? Oh, you mean Peter?
Yeah, Pete.
Oh, Peter Plattis.
Pete making the pita platter.
Peter Plattis is making the Peter Plattis.
Yeah, Peter Plattis is making the pita platters.
Oh,
Plattis made a pita made by Pete Plattis.
Oh, that would explain why you got so many P's in your damn name.
Yeah, sometimes sometimes Pete kind of like gets off the hand a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're like pitta patter, all right?
Peter Patter?
Yeah, pitta patter, Peter Pattis.
Pitter patter, Peter Pattis?
Yeah, pitta patter.
Well, you ever think that I heard? So,
yeah, you heard.
This is what I heard.
Through the grapevine.
Through the little vines of grapes. And they were sour grapes.
Sour grapes.
And I heard through this vine of grapes.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea where my voice is going. But I heard through this grapevine that our good friend Peter Plattis, he's not doing so well in the head.
Yeah, I heard he got divorced.
Because he's not doing so well in the head, you know?
Yeah, what happened to him?
Yeah, I think he got into an accident.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was riding his hoverboard. And you know how those things sometimes they catch fire?
Yeah.
That's not what happened this time. But this time he ran over a rock.
Yeah.
The idiot wasn't wearing a helmet.
Oh, mistake number 1, Peter.
Well, now he's got a pad on his head.
He's got a pad on his head?
Peter Plattis has got a pad on his head.
Peter Patter got a pad in his head?
Yeah, Peter Patter to him.
Peter Patter got a pad in his head?
Got a pad in his head, and now he's divorced too, so now he's got a bachelor pad.
Yeah, no,
He's got a pad on his head with a bachelor pad, and he's making the Peter Plattis.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, how it is.
I know how it is.
Poor Peter.
Poor Peter.
What a nice guy.
All I heard too.
Oh, you heard?
Yeah, I also heard that the divorce part of it. Well, part of it was the pad on his head.
Yeah.
The other part is he was abusing his kids.
Pete.
You know what he was doing?
What was he doing?
He was paddling them.
Yeah, Pete.
Peter
So you're telling me.
I'm telling you.
You're telling me.
I'm telling you.
You're telling me.
Yeah, let me hear it.
That Peter Patter.
Yep.
Peter Patter with a pad in his head, and his bachelor pad was paddling his kids?
His kids.
While making Peter Platters?
While making Peter Platters.
At Peter's?
At Peter's.
You gotta be shitting me.
Bro, I'm telling you right now. You guys fucked. Anyways, you're gonna say
that's a piece of shit.
Alright, that portion of the podcast is brought to you by this bit is getting tired and old and I'm gonna stop doing it. Alright, okay, good. Alright, let's hear it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go you talk to me, I'm gonna go get another one of these sugar frees.
You see that girl has her own Snapchat news story now?
What's her name?
Bad Baby?
Bad.
Danielle
but
Bergoli?
it's also like Bobby, right?
It's like Bahad Bahabi.
Bahal Nama Mahal Kita. That's some Filipino for you.
I don't know what that is.
That's Tagalog. It means I love you very much.
Oh, I love you too.
Shout out to my ex-girlfriend. I don't love you anymore though. So.
When was the last time you talked to
The last time I talked to her was the
Want to tell that story?
Yeah, I'll tell that story. Okay, there I was. Speaking of which, we were in England that night, drunk off site.
That was the best night. That was the best night.
Yeah, I would say it was the best night up until this point, maybe. But actually, it was funny. It was funny.
It was a funny night.
I mean, I'm glad it was funny for you. It was pretty.
It was pretty.
For me.
It was. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah. So we're drunk. We come back, and I had this revelation of like, I need to let go of my past a little bit. I need to spread some love.
Yeah.
I need to like reacquire. Rekindle. Not like in a like a romantic sense, but just like I was best friends with this girl for like 6 years. We were together.
You spent 5 years of your life with her. You know what I mean?
With her. Yeah. So I'm in England, and I just sent her this long message. I'm like, hey, hope you're doing well. I just want to let you know I've been thinking about us, and not in a romantic way, but I just miss our friendship, and like we used to be like really close, and I was wondering if you wanted to like catch up sometime, just go on like a video chat. Like I'm in England for a couple months, but then when I get back, we can try it out, whatever. And I sent that, and like, I look at it, like 20 minutes later, and I'm like feeling good.
Yeah, we were having a nice talk.
It was Facebook Messenger, and then I see on the bottom right, like her little bubble shows up, saying that she's seen it. And I'm like, oh, cool. And I cut to an hour later, nothing. Cut to like in bed beneath you. Another hour later, I'm like, yeah, bro, she left me on red.
You woke me up to tell me that.
Yeah.
You're like, you still up? And I was like, no. And you're like, yo, she left me on red. And I was like,
oh,
what? It's like, what?
What?
You serious?
What? Yeah. It And then like 3 days later, I just said, it took 3 days. She left me on red, and I saw her, and I was online, and I just said, all I typed was, all right. And then we got into like a fight or whatever. But yeah, she's very much blocked me. Although I saw that she's now got accepted to university. I won't say which one, for vet school. So
good for her.
Congrats to
Glad
you.
she's doing well.
Congrats to you. Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. You broke my heart. Round of
Oh wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm really kidding. I wish her nothing but the best. I think she's happy with her new man's.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. Fuck my other ex though. You know? You want to talk about
I got no comment on that.
You want to talk about it?
Because I'm kind of still friends with her, so.
Yeah, stop.
What?
Yeah. So why are you friends with her, man?
Because she didn't do anything to me. What? What am I giving me that look for?
What do I give you that look for?
She didn't do anything to me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, just break the heart of your best friend a couple times.
Well, hey.
Hey, just don't worry about it. If you ever, let's say someone shoots you in the fucking kneecap, right? And you have a debilitating process that takes like years to recover from.
Yeah.
I'll still go out to lunch with them. They're still nice. I'm still friends.
I'm not going out and hanging out with them.
I don't know, man.
I'm not.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm not going out and hanging out.
I don't know what you're
doing. You know what I'm doing.
I thought we were better than that. Me and you.
We are better than that. Look, man, you're still one of my best friends. All right.
I feel this is being very backhanded. Let's hear it.
What is backhanded?
No, let's hear it.
I'm just saying.
You're just saying.
What she did was awful, and I acknowledge that, and I like her a lot less for it.
Yeah.
But if I see her around, I'm gonna be like, hey.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
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 I'm not gonna go out of my way and hang out with. I'm not gonna. Wow, I can't speak English. I'm not gonna go out of my way and hang out with her.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be nice and polite.
Let the audience let the record show that I'm giving Deej very.
He's giving me a stank eye right now, like it's cutting deep into my soul.
Okay, here's what I'm saying.
What are you saying? Lay it on me. Lay it on me thick.
Someone broke your heart, not once, not twice, but 3+ times.
Yeah.
I might not consider them a friend of mine anymore because who's a friend of mine?
Well, Jake.
You are.
Let's thank you. Well, let's let's dissect that a little, huh, Jake?
Yeah, let's dissect.
Who told you after the first time might not work out? And then who told you the second time?
Among many
who told you the second time?
Again, you.
It might not work out.
Yeah.
And who went back 3 times? Let the record show Jake just took a sip of his Red Bull and is looking off into the distance with a stank eye face at himself in the mirror. He is not liking me right now. I think he's... Hey, Jake, where'd that knife come from?
I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stick you.
Stick you right in the...
I'm gonna stick you right in the urethra. Get all in there.
Yikes.
I'm gonna make it look like a star shape on the outside.
Oh my god! That's so gross.
You ever see one of those like cookie cutters?
Yeah. It's gonna look like that.
It's gonna look like that.
But yeah, it's whatever. I probably would have done the same thing if I was in your position.
What's that? Like
go back 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Because I was considering it.
Right, I know. I remember that conversation.
But that was my favorite memory of that trip in England.
Oh.
Not everything else was.
Well, we walked
10 out of 10.
We walked across the Harry Potter bridge.
We were walking across the bridge. We were just not. It's not even that we had like a destination. We were just walking.
I remember we went across one way on the Thames. We walked to Riverside, and we walked back across the Harry Potter bridge towards the
we were just walking, man.
St. Paul's Cathedral.
Yeah, we were just walking, and then we talked about the girls who broke our hearts.
Well, that was
I know, but like, it was really like that moment. Yeah. Like I know I said like the Wi-Fi thing was like a moment, but it was that moment.
Yeah.
That like empathy that we shared with each other.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to this kid.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna be friends with this kid.
Yeah, and I also realized in that moment that I'm still gonna be friends with that girl that broke your heart. In that one moment, I'm like me and her.
You don't even know her.
We go way back.
You go way back.
Me and her.
You don't even know her.
I know her.
No, you don't.
Oh, I know her.
Oh, you don't.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you don't.
Oh. You ever step in something and you're like, what is that? You look around and you're like, I don't know what I stepped in. But I sure smell it. And when you smell it, you're like, it takes you back. Close your eyes, and there you are. Summer breeze. Mountain air. In the distance, is that? It is. Oatmeal cookies. But with little chocolate chips in it because your grandma knew you didn't like the raisins. But you love the oatmeal. You just needed the oatmeal. Your shoes are scuffed, but you don't care. You're wearing jean shorts. It's summer. The breeze through your hair. Remember when you had hair? And you're just you're taking life by its horns, you know? Life, the overwhelming pressure and the weight of it all hasn't really struck you yet. You're just a little boy. The only concern you got is who's gonna win stickball later. Liberty Mutual.
I was literally about to say, get 0% APR financing on the new Kia Sorento.
Liberty Mutual.
Oh fuck, that's funny.
Okay, I got a topic here.
All right, hit me with your knowledge.
So I was, you know me.
No, I don't. Who are you?
So I would would you classify yourself? I need to know how you would classify yourself first before I can say what I like. You know, some people are introverts.
Yeah. Oh, so like the INTFP thing.
I don't know what that is.
Like the Myers, is that Myers-Briggs?
Yeah, I heard about, some girl that I was dating a little while told me about that, and I did not understand it for a second.
It's like some online test you take, and
it's like the same, to me, if someone's like really about that, they're like the intellectual level of like someone that's really about horoscopes. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
It's kind of bullshit is all I'm saying.
I don't know, I feel like if you condense your personality to 4 like letters, then like, that's kind of stupid.
Well, you probably didn't have a personality to begin with, you know?
Oh.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Yeah, you like that?
I like that.
Yeah,
I'll pick it up as you're putting down. We're getting a little zesty.
But at the same rate, let me contradict myself.
Oh.
If you, I identify myself as like an extroverted introvert.
I see.
Because I enjoy time to myself, but I feel like I need to spend time with others.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
But like half the time that I'm out, I just want to be back in, unless I'm with people I genuinely like. Like I never feel that way around you, maybe ever. Mostly never. And if I do, I just tell you, hey, I'm gonna fucking leave, you scum fucker dickwad.
And I'm like, all right, man, see you.
No problem, love you, buddy. So I was in Vermont, and every time I go to Vermont, it's the same situation of like, Vermont has this interesting, at least from my experience, like I go to Champlain, which is like, they have like 3 colleges. It's a big college town. It's in Burlington. Or Burlington, Vermont is really the area. And people in Vermont are kind of homogenized a little bit. Like I feel like people here are a lot more diverse, and that could be worse in a certain way. Like diverse in the sense of like interests, backgrounds, whatever. But everyone that goes to like Champlain College or like UVM or that whole area, they're all through the same filter. So you still get your jocks, you still get your preppy kids, you still get your fucking nerds, you still get your losers, you still get your cool kids, right? But they're all in the Vermont filter, so they all like drinking like craft beers, they all wear flannels, they all smoke weed, and they all like go skiing or whatever. Like that's what they do in Vermont, right? Like that's the Vermont way of life. And they all like play in a band, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Which is cool because I feel like for a lot of those things I identify with or I relate or I think that those are my type of people. But whereas if I find someone that's like that here, I'm instantly like, oh dude, we have so much in common. Like, yo, you snowboard, I snowboard. That's so sick. Let's go snowboarding and then we're friends. In Vermont, it's like everyone's like that. How do you, like, I felt like I had no identity there. You know what I mean? Not because I'm like that to that extent, but I felt like there was, like, just because I related to someone on the level of that is like, oh, that doesn't make you special up there. It's like, how do you meet someone at a party? You know?
I don't know. That's interesting.
A little too heady?
Actually.
A little too heady?
No, it's not that it's heady. It's just like, that's really interesting that you think that, you know? It's like, so you're saying that, like, if you find somebody that's like that here, you know, like, play in a band, drink craft beer,
listen to cool different music.
Where like so like everybody does that in Vermont, right? But like if you find somebody like that here, it's like more interesting to you. Well, maybe that's just fatigue then. You know what I mean?
It's just so many people. It's
just
fatiguing.
so many people that are just like that. It's like fatiguing. You know?
Yeah.
So like when you find somebody that's here, it's like, oh, you see like they stand out more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, imagine you're in like let's say you go to LA one day.
Okay.
Like you go there for film reasons.
Yes.
And LA's Hollywood, or let's say you go to like Hollywood area. So everyone out there is gonna be about the film life, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just gonna not feel like special anymore. I feel like.
No, yeah, it won't feel unique at all.
If you're at a Hollywood party, and you're just your not your personality is based on this, but like you strike up a conversation about like cool ways that film is used in cinematography or whatever you're into talking about. Like, I feel that it won't hit you the same way as if you met someone like that at a party here.
Oh, absolutely.
If you met someone at a party here, like let's say you met a pretty girl that was talking about that shit here, you'd be like, fuck, dude, I'm in love. But you see that in LA and you might not even think twice just because it's like, that's like every night.
I feel like I'd have to be there a certain amount of time. You know what I mean? So like say I just pack up and move to LA tomorrow, right? And I, for some reason, like my neighbor is like, hey, like welcome to the neighborhood, like I'm throwing a party, like
right
tonight.
Yeah.
Come by, like I'll introduce you to all my friends and stuff like that, and you can hang. And I'm like, sure, okay. So I go, and it's a bunch of like broke film fucks like myself.
Yep.
You know, and I see a pretty girl over by the punch bowl, and I'm like, I go up to her and I'm like, hey, like I'm Anthony, you know, I'm a film major, I study film, and you know I'm working on a script or whatever. And she's like, oh hi, like you know I'm I don't know, hi, I'm Emma.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the same thing. You know, I feel like then, like, it'd be like, okay, cool, like, you know.
Was that Emma Stone in your mind?
No, it was just.
I'm thinking La La Land, and you said Emma.
No,
I was already thinking La La Land. No,
it's an overrated movie.
Underrated.
Okay,
we'll get into that later.
Hey, we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
So no, I'm just sitting. So I'm just like, okay, you know, that's really cool. Like we have a lot in common. Like, do you want to grab coffee sometime or whatever? She's like, yeah, sure, whatever. So we date. I become more accustomed to that LA lifestyle of like. Everybody's into film.
Yep.
Everybody's doing something in film, whether they're a PA, a fucking intern, whether they're doing whatever in film, right? I feel like then I'd become more jaded because I lose that. Because like here, right? I could go up to the same girl. Her name's Emma, right? And she's like, "Oh, I'm a marketing major."
She's redhead.
She's redhead instead of like a brunette,
eyes.
right? Sure. And I go up to her and I'm like, "Hey, like I'm Anthony.
Same.
Like who? Like what's your name?" She's like, "I am Emma."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a marketing major. I like.
But she wants to be an actress.
No, not even that. Not even that. Not even that.
in Las Vegas.
Not
like in Nevada.
No, not even that. Not even that.
Went to Paris.
I'm saying that like we're complete opposites.
She dances a lot, sings. She won the Oscar for Best Actress. She was phenomenal in the movie, dude.
I'm giving an example. I'm proving your point right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I want you to keep.
What I'm saying is if I saw this girl in LA. And I was there for a short amount of time, like a week.
Like you met her immediately? You'd fall
like I met her immediately. I would be in love with her.
Yeah.
But if I broke up with her and I was there for like a year, 2 years, and I met the same type of girl, I'd be jaded because I've already encountered that person. Whereas if I was here, like I'm still here, and I met that girl, I've been in Jersey 22 years of my life.
Yeah.
You know? As long as I've been alive, I've been in Jersey. And I saw this girl, I'd be madly in love.
Right. Because it's so different.
There's just such a diverse group of people in Jersey. And like even in New York, I could say the same thing. Because like everybody in New York, well, like I feel like New York's kind of different because like New York is still a bunch of different people. Whereas LA is like almost exclusively film.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like in New York, I could find some type of diversity. I could find diversity in New York. But like what I'm saying is like, I can still find that unique person that is into that. The thing about
New York, though, is like it's all Wall Street, and to a certain extent, like you can really boil down. Like
it really just depends on where you go, though.
Right. Well, that's the same thing with like Hollywood and LA, though. Like Hollywood's all film, right? And then like New York, like fucking like Wall Street's all fucking banker types and like people that are trying to be CFOs and sell their souls to like the devil a little bit. That's besides the point. I guess my point is that I was in Vermont. And I think I'm also like a cynical bitch a little bit. Like I'm like I like when someone's cool, but I like check them. I'm like, are you cool though? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yeah, dude, like, are you really, like, interested in these things, or are you doing that to fit in?
Right.
And in Vermont, I feel like a lot of people do that to fit in. Like, oh, they're into DIY shows and basement parties because that's what they do in Vermont, and not because that's what they're into. And I think that's me being, like, a bit of a pretentious asshole about it. I mean, me and Mara got into, like, a whole discussion about me being, like my barometer for, like, liking someone, or my meter, right? Like, for liking someone is so sensitive that, like, they do one thing wrong, and I'm like, fuck that person. Like, I hate them. Whereas, like, there's other people give more leeway. I give no leeway. If a person's, like, if I don't vibe with someone, I write them off pretty quickly. But I guess what I'm saying is, like, I'm in Vermont, and I'm antisocial to a certain extent. Just because I'm just, like, I don't know. I'm not a good party person, and the person that I was with is, like, consistently, like, the guy. He's, like, the host. He's in the band. He's, like, he knows everybody. He's, like, the big shot. And I just couldn't. I don't know. So, like, I was at the party for, like, an hour after the music stopped, and then I went to bed. It was fun. I mean, it was good. I met up with my good friend John Amigo, who was way more excited. I was way more excited to see him than he was to see me, which is always a sad realization. Like, he came up, and I'm like, oh, my God. And he's like, oh, hey, man. And I was like, oh, shit.
Oof.
But, yeah.
It's got sandbagged.
I got bags of sand.
Just weighing down on you.
Weighing on my eyelids, you know?
Oof.
Yeah.
You're sleepy boy.
I'm asleep. No, I just had 2 Red Bulls, dude. I'm all bouncing off the
They're
goddamn
bouncing off
walls. Yeah.
I saw a funny tweet the other day.
Let me hear it.
Where it was like, no wonder why people were so skinny in the 70s. All they did was coke and dance to 17-minute long songs. And I was like, you know, that's kind of true.
Yeah, we should bring that back.
What, 17-minute long song? Coke? Let's bring coke back.
Let's bring coke back.
Let's legalize coke.
Let's legalize.
Let's do it.
Listen, if coke was legal, would you do it?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Nah.
Yeah, me neither.
Hard drugs are scary.
Yeah.
But
forget hard drugs. You know what I fuck with? Hard water.
Oh, dude.
Are you a soft water guy or you're a hard water guy?
I'm a hard water guy.
Yeah,
I'm like a Dasani.
I want it to hit my fucking eye.
I want it to tear my skin.
I want to walk out looking like I got
I want to look like I went 3 rounds in the ring with Ali.
I want to walk out looking like I got printed out by a dot matrix printer. You know what I'm saying? Like, where it's just like perforated.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, that is true. And I started looking up like 70s albums, and like all the albums are like 7 tracks long, but they're like 9-minute long songs.
Right.
And I'm just like, you know, I think I like that. I think I like that structure. Because like Kanye did the thing with like 7 tracks and like 24-minute long albums.
Yeah, they're really short. Yeah.
But like I like that, you know? I like that condensed version.
But what about like, well, this is different though, because that's like 3-minute tracks versus like 9-minute tracks. But like,
that's true.
We've been clubbing, and you've like, so when I was in Berlin clubbing, right? I swear it sounded like that. And granted, I was very drunk, but it sounded like the beat didn't change the whole night.
Uh-huh.
But it was clear, it was like a trance music. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
And so like the music sort of shifts around, but then it sort of doesn't. And it's like, oh, it's like fake builds or whatever. It wasn't a song. It was just like, he could have had the same just drums the whole night, and I wouldn't have known. Some people are into that.
It's trance music.
I can't get into it.
I don't think it's for me. I need some variety in my music, unless it's like ambient. You know? Because like ambient's cool. Like you can sleep, do homework, study to it, stuff like that. I actually heard a really interesting claim the other day. That
let's hear this claim.
No, I'm serious. Like this was actually like a really it struck me.
Okay.
Like it's really interesting and like there's a lot of truth behind it.
Okay.
It was our boy Anthony Fantano.
Yeah.
He said
best teeth in the game.
Fuck
you, Anderson .Paak. Because we're all about Anthony Fantano's teeth in the teeth beef.
The teeth beef.
The teeth beef. The teefers beefers.
The teefers beefers.
Yeah.
So I heard a really interesting claim the other day from him.
Yeah.
And he said that like lo-fi chill hop, like anime beats to relax, study to, is ambient for the millennial generation.
Definitely.
And I was like, fuck.
That's definitely.
I was like, that's so true.
Right.
Because like when you listen to ambient from like the 70s, 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s, it's relatively similar. Like I'm not huge in ambient,
Well, there's not
but like
really...
when I listen to like Brian Eno,
Yeah.
like Music for Airports, or like Illuvium, or like Air, or like stuff like that, like they're relatively the same. Like relatively, like they're not the same.
Same to what? Same to each other? Or
same to each other.
Okay.
Like it's just ambient music, you know. So it's either like a nice piano progression, like piano melody, or like ambient sound design, where like they'll take like a sound and then like stretch it out and like modify it a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make ambient, but like
yeah.
What my point is, I'm trying to get at is that it all sounds relatively similar. Okay. So when you listen to like chill hop, right?
Yeah.
A lot of it sounds pretty similar. You run the drums, you run the kick drums through like a low pass filter, like a high pass filter. You take some anime dialogue and you like modify it or like chop it up and screw it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
like it's not all like that. Like there's some artists that like go above and beyond and like add guitars or like synths to it and stuff like that. But when you think of like your basic lo-fi anime chill hop beats to relax study to structure, and I want to preface this and I want to like interrupt myself for a little bit by saying I thrive off this shit. I love lo-fi chill hop. I listen to the live stream every night as I'm doing homework. Like I love it.
It does blend together though, for sure.
I'm telling you, if that live stream was just the same song playing over and over,
you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have known.
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have known.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Okay, as someone that produces music in that sphere.
Yeah, but your music is more layered and, like, I wouldn't say vibrant, but yeah, vibrant. I would say it's more layered and more complex.
Listen, this is all I'm saying. It's not about my.
I'm not even gassing you up. I'm just saying cold hard facts, bro.
I love you.
You're saying? I love you too.
All right, so this is what I'm saying though. As someone that produces in that, like I try to make stuff that sounds different. But a lot of people, they find a lot of success because they give the people what they want. You know, people what they want is they want a piano loop. They want it a little bit detuned. They want the vinyl effect where it's just a little clicky.
Yeah, the crackle.
They want the crackle over it, and they want the beats to be like compressed hard and to run through like a bunch of different effects to make it crunchy and lo-fi. And they want that kick drum to be a sub that cuts through with a sub, like they want it to be sidechained to the bass line, and they want it to be like going through a low pass filter, so it kind of like dips under the track.
Yeah.
That's all they want, and they want it to be low. They want it to be low, like down tempo.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah,
because like it provides a very nostalgic, comforting feeling. You know?
I mean, one of my favorites is like Tampa Beats. Like
Tampa that's all his music.
And his most popular track, like Monday Loop, it's just literally just the same loop over and over.
Yeah.
And it's a great song.
It's fantastic.
Because things don't need to be difficult unless you're me, and then you say, "Hey, how can I make recording music?"
And these guys and girls aren't like submitting to the Grammys or anything. They're not going out winning awards or anything.
We should get a lo-fi Grammy.
You know?
I would like.
There was one tweet that was like, "In the album of the year goes to lo-fi chill hop beats are like 24/7," and I was like, "Yes."
The people's champ.
That's it. That's absolutely the popular vote. But yeah, no, like these people aren't like going out and like winning awards and shit like that. But like they're producing music that they want to make, which I commend them for, and like stuff that is just relatively just chill, relax. Like that's really it. Like it's just music. It's literally in the title. Just music to chill, relax, study to, and like I love that. I like that aesthetic. Get the fuck out of my sight.
Welcome to Lo-Fi Chill Hip Hop Coffee to. Welcome to Lo-Fi Chill Hip Hop Coffee Shop. Welcome to the Lo-Fi Chill Hip Hop Coffee Shop. What can I get you?
You can get me a piano loop run through a low pass filter with a sub kick drum snare to tie to the bass line, please.
That's an Americano. And how many shots of anime dialogue do you want in there?
If it's not from Ghost in the Shell, Akira, or Cowboy Bebop, then you can get that shit right out of my face.
Fuck, we're all out of that. We only got Spirited Away and that one that Nujabes made, Samurai Champloo.
Whoa, Nujabes made Samurai Champloo?
Nujabes did the music for it. All
really?
Music. Yeah, dog.
I don't know that.
Yeah, dog.
I've only seen like the important animes.
So are you gonna pay for this? Because there's like a line behind you.
How much is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's gonna be 3 rainy nights in Tokyo.
it's gonna cost you about 40 minutes of staring out the window when you think about your ex-girlfriend.
Oh, dude, relatable.
Dude, relatable.
It's like the lo-fi chill hop, staring out the rainy window, thinking about my ex-girlfriend.
Right.
Shit, dude.
Cat purring in the distance.
Cat purring in the distance. With my books.
With your books.
My hanging roof plant.
No,
My neon lights.
With your neon, with your neon lights, but then also like a scroll on the window.
Yeah.
Because it's like a little Japanese.
Yeah. It's a little weapon.
A little Japanese.
Wow.
Oh wow. All right, attention. Board meeting. We are here to address how the school.
The School of Hard Knocks.
The School of Hard Knocks is promoting some hard cocks. Sir.
Yeah. Sorry,
Please remind the rest of the board who you are and why you are laughing so hard.
My name is
Can we get is there a medic? It seems,
I just died on mic, dude.
Who's got the defibrillator? Oh, I got it. Okay.
You want to Thank
Sir,
you.
are you back?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, good, yes.
My name is
Can you speak up a little bit?
Hi, my name is
I can't hear. I'm sorry. I just need you to.
Hi. Yeah. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah. No. Well, the time is yours, but the mic can't pick up what you're saying.
Can you hear me? Because is this okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
My name is Chauncey Fitzsimmons.
Okay.
I'm 7. I just died for the first time. I just died for the first time.
He's got Ben Button syndrome.
Ben Button.
Benjamin Button.
No, I'm actually a 7-year-old boy.
He's 7.
I'm not an adult. I'm a boy.
Are you here to talk about our lack of usable defibrillators on the school's premises? We only had that one. It was a one use.
I'm quite frankly shocked.
We got it on loan.
That we don't have defibrillators working.
He's 7, but he's got dreams of being a comedian.
He's a boy. He's just a boy.
He's just a boy with
living in the world.
Big hopes. Who's your favorite comedian?
And boobs.
Hey, Chauncey, who's your favorite comedian?
7.
I'm sorry?
7. 7 is my favorite.
No, I didn't ask you your favorite thrilling movie. I asked you your favorite comedian.
Yeah, it's 7. It is 7. It's my favorite comedian. Thank you.
Can you tell me a joke from 7?
Yes, I can.
Okay, let's hear it.
Why did...
Excuse me, why are we sitting through this at this board meeting? Sir, please calm down.
Excuse me, sir.
This kid's make-a-wish is to...
My name is...
This kid's make-a-wish is to speak at a board meeting.
Yes, thank you.
Parent-student board meeting.
Sorry,
Sorry, Chauncey, the time is yours.
Thank you.
Don't listen to that heckler from the crowd, although he's helping you with your dreams of being a comedian.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Comedians get heckled.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
You, sir, you can...
Your heart doesn't work, you idiot kid.
Sir, you can suck my fat ass. Thank you. Yes. Now for the joke. Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Oh, why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7 had PTSD from the war.
Are you crying on the mic? Are you crying? Are you crying? Oh, he's crying. He's crying. Stop crying, you fucking loser.
Excuse me, sir.
Softy. Yeah, you're gonna die in 2 years. So what? Yeah, you fucking soft. You crying, sir?
Sir,
don't. Who are you?
My
father. Mr. Fitzsimmons? What are you doing? I'm trying to make him tough. I'm trying to give him a life that he's gonna understand. I'm not gonna treat him any different because he's special.
Dad, why isn't Mom coming home? I don't...
Your mother's a whore.
Oh. I want to live with my mom.
Your mother's dead. She's a dead whore. I killed her.
Oh, this bit just got really dark. I don't... I think I just turned your PS4 on.
There's no PS4 in this board meeting.
What are you talking about?
Who are you talking to? Why is your nose bleeding?
My nose isn't bleeding.
Why is your nose bleeding?
My nose isn't bleeding.
Are you seeing into a different reality right now?
No.
One where you're maybe recording a podcast?
Where?
Chauncey? Are you still with us, Chauncey?
Who's Chauncey?
Chauncey. Whoa. That was the time, like, you know, like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
And now we're back to reality.
That was the worst bit
What the fuck are you talking about?
I think I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, you weren't on. You only said 7.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us on the first episode of...
The next
episode will be better.
Episode will be better. And you know what we have to say about, like, normally, listen, if I had to say anything in reflection of how... That was bad. I shouldn't have done that. So let me tell you, I think at the end of every podcast, we should do a little reflection, like, session, like, how we think we did. Like, how do you think we did?
I think we did pretty...
Editor, keep this in. How do we do?
I think that last bit I'm cutting.
No,
god awful.
Can we stop with the cutting nonsense? You're gonna turn into fucking the fucking Hitler. Topical. We talked about him. You're gonna turn into a motherfucking dictator if you keep cutting shit.
Fine.
You know what people want? They want the raw, unedited, uncut.
Is that what they want?
They want uncircumcised content.
Oh, wow.
I think there's a few things that we decided we're gonna cut, and the rest, we're gonna leave it in. Should leave it in.
Fine. All right. Here's the thing.
People want long form content. I can be flexible on the music thing though.
All right.
But I don't think it should. Here's my issue with the music thing. And before I let you speak, because I'm never gonna let you speak again. My issue with the music thing is I think it's gonna cut into the comedy. It's gonna ruin the comedic timing of all the jokes.
Okay.
Think about it.
I'm thinking.
Have you ever seen a stand-up comedian have music behind his set?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Idiot.
Fuck you.
Yeah, well, fuck.
I'll kill you.
Honestly, welcome to the first and last episode of the podcast.
We promise. All right. Yeah. No. If we're being serious about this reflection thing,
yeah.
I think it went pretty well. Honestly.
I mean, we talked the whole time.
We talked the whole time.
I think
there was minimal dead air.
I think at some points though, if I'm gonna be like fully brutal for both of us, when we realize that something isn't like entertaining to listen to, we need to like drop it faster. Because there were some moments where we like would finish talking, and we would tell the whole story or whatever it is, and it wasn't funny. Not that everything needs to be funny.
Okay.
But it wasn't like there's some parts where I know I'm gonna listen back and be like, who's gonna want to listen to that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe that's because we didn't go over podcast topics in the beginning, like you suggested. But I also disagree. I think it's funnier when we don't know what we're gonna talk about. 'Cause we didn't touch any of our topics really, except for
we really didn't.
Stubborn banana.
And yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, and twins.
But
twins was like an impromptu. I like impromptu podcasts more.
Well, okay.
Well, what do you think?
I think we should go over topics beforehand. But I agree with the impromptu thing. Like if we're talking about a topic and then something comes up, and then we branch off from that topic, like I'm fine with that. But like I want like some general structure needs to be.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm not going to be enthusiastic if you're going to say a podcast topic before you're going to be like, oh, we're going to talk about this later.
That's your problem.
What do you mean it's fine? Do you think you disagree?
Yeah.
All right, next time we'll go over podcast topics.
Fine.
Okay.
Don't act unenthused though. Don't spite me.
I'm gonna be so enthused.
I'm gonna be sufficiently enthused.
I'm gonna be thoroughly enthused.
Thoroughly enthused.
I'm gonna be so enthused. You're gonna think I'm out of enthused to give.
You know what?
I'm gonna give so much enthused to you.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna give. It's gonna be the bee's knees of enthused news.
Bee's knees of enthused.
Enthused news.
Cool.
All
right. Well, hey, I think this is a good episode
to start. But what I do think.
What do you think?
The next episode will be better.
I think it's going to be a little better next episode.
Hey, we promise.
We promise.
Hey, oh. Play us out, Johnny. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck you.